Detroit Lions signed Canadian football standout. I think he won some championships up there. Last played for the BC Lions. He went undrafted, was on the Bears practice squad for a minute. I think his name is Mathieu Betts. He went to a school up there in Canada called Leva. I don't know how to pronounce it, so no disrespect. The Lions picked him up. He led the CFL with 18 sacks. He had I guess he's not getting guaranteed money on this situation, and he broke his silence on signing with the Lions. So let's speak on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video financially. You want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. So for the most part, excuse me, got to get my beard together. But for the most part, he had several other work. I think Philly was one. There's a couple other teams. Said he even had guaranteed money on the table. He said one of the reasons he chose the Detroit Lions was because he felt like he can crack the roster, and that it felt the chemistry was right. He said that one of the things that the Lions, really messed with him over, or really liked him, was his work ethic, his effort, his agility. So they started talking about, just him being a gritty player, his work ethic, his motor kept going. Now the only bad thing is he a little bit undersized to play defensive end at 6 foot. 249. Solid athlete. Good speed, good explosiveness. He said it's nothing 5 years ago he was in the league that he doesn't do better now. And he just said, he felt like he can crack this roster. He felt like it was a good chemistry fit, and and then you got Julian Okora, who's now with the Philadelphia Eagles. I imagine Romeo, Julian, Charles Harris all won't be back. Don't need to. So, but yeah, am I expecting something major out of him? Absolutely not. I'm not even sure he's gonna make the roster. So, it's nothing to really get excited about until we start seeing them put the pads on. But I know somebody who worked hard and worked his way, played in a Canadian university, wanted to work his way into the league. Probably if he was 6'2", 6'3", he probably would be on the NFL roster. So he had to show what he can do up in Canada. And I think Warren Moon had to do the same thing. I think Doug Flutie had to do the same thing. And now you kind of getting a product in which, he ready. So I think he's about 28 years old. So, I mean, that's interesting. Other teams had interest in him. And Canadian football a little bit different. The football a tad bit different. I think it might be harder to rush the passer in some aspects there with some of the different rules they got. I watched it quite a bit through the years. But you want those relentless guys. You want those work ethic guys. And I think the Lions have a template of guys they want. And I think if you don't fit that, then they don't want you. If you ain't gonna come in and work, and I don't think it's a high maintenance or low maintenance thing at all. I just think you just got to be a football player. And you think about it, Jameson Williams, in that touchdown David Montgomery scored. Just think about Jameson Williams sprinting up the sideline in the first game versus Tampa in the regular season and laying that block. I mean, you think about the block Craig Reynolds laid on the Tampa Bay player in that first game to spring a mile ride so he can score that touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So you just think about some of the things and just some of the skill positions they got, and look how Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery never complained about touches. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a certain type of temperament and a certain type of football player they're looking for. So, and it look like he might fit right in here. So it doesn't hurt. It's not gonna cost you a bunch of money. You take a flyer on the guy. Gonna come in, work, see what he can do. He ain't far from Canada. What is it, Windsor right across? So, you get somebody that's hungry, that want to be in the league and want to stay here. Lions starting that process of filling holes. But they got the holes to fill. Cornerbacks, they got those holes to fill. Interior defensive tackle, premier pass rush. So they got holes to fill, and They can start cutting guys and creating additional cap money too, restructuring, cutting guys. And by some of those guys they can cut, they can actually improve the roster, which I'm not going to go into it right now because I already did a video on it. But I just feel that, keep bringing in guys that's hungry. They are hungry after how they lost. And I'm a firm believer in things that happen for a reason. I'm a firm believer in karma. I have people, say in the comment section and other videos and other channels, oh, I don't believe in karma. Just because you don't see the good, or for the most people, you don't see the bad happen for people, doesn't mean karma doesn't exist. Everything doesn't have to be televised. Everybody don't telegraph what they go through. They don't show what they go through. It's a lot of people on the internet that run their mouth, act like they're happy, or you may see them at work and act like everything okay, and they go home and they fucking miserable. So just because you don't see, you feel like somebody did you wrong, in my opinion, if you want to take revenge into your hands and go get revenge, that's what you want to do. But I let the Most High handle it. I let God handle it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I don't really, unless it's something that's that deep, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't get that message, just because you don't see it, just because you see it or don't see it on social media, don't mean it is or it isn't happening, if that makes sense. Just you see people on social media flashing stuff, man, I didn't let people wear my watches and some of my stuff, and they flash on social media, I know it's mine. Don't feed into it. Young fellas, don't feed into women saying you got to make this, that, and the third to be with her. Come on, man. She slept with somebody for absolutely nothing. Always remember that. When you're dealing with women and they not virgins, they're absolutely slept with somebody for absolutely nothing. Good conversation, no money, no six figures. Remember that shit. And a lot of times diamonds, they say, well, diamonds are built in pressure. Diamonds are built, sometimes in seclusion. Like this Mathieu Betts guy. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. You just grind when nobody looking to grind. The work is done. It's just grinding. When ain't nobody looking, and you just working. And then one day you pop up, you a finished product, and everybody like, damn. You've been focusing on yourself. You've been grinding. You've been doing absolutely. You don't have to televise your journey. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to speak on your journey. You know what I'm saying? The results to speak for itself. Everybody got to find their way to get there. So I love the story. Hopefully he stick on the team. Hopefully he's a major contributor on the team, man. And 18 sacks anywhere. That's tough. That's gonna get you looked at, no matter what your size and height is. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Excuse me, the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.